But a year after Scott died, I had processed the grief, but I was left with more confusion than I could have imagined. I had no idea who I was. I had no idea what I liked. I didn't feel like myself. I didn't feel like a woman. I lost all confidence in myself and in life. And these are the three things that actually led me to finding who I am now and leading a life that I genuinely love. The first thing that I did is I became incredibly protective over my energy. I was very strict with my boundaries. I subtracted people from my life who drained my energy, and I only surrounded myself with people who brought actual genuine happiness and joy. The second thing that I did was I started doing things that made me feel good. The things that other people may not think were okay to do. Yeah, I got dressed up. I wore things that were sexy. I wore things that made me feel like the woman that I was before. I went out on dates. I started living again. I started traveling. I would go out to clubs and dance and just have a good time. After he died, I became a shell of a human being. So I had to start doing things that brought life back into myself. And the third thing that I did that I was incredibly proactive with doing is I shifted my mentality from bad things always happen to me to actively and deliberately looking for the good things that were already in my life and were coming into my life. It's so easy to have a victim mentality when you go through one of the most traumatic experiences of your life. Of course, yeah. I would love to think that I could use that as an excuse forever, but it didn't actually serve me. When I started focusing on the good, that is when my brain started changing. These three shifts actually changed my life. They made me into a more confident, happy version of myself. If you're in this phase, not new in grief, but actually trying to rebuild your life, try doing these three things because these three things will, over time, completely change you as a human.